Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies. I'm Paul Schwotzer. I'll be doing your music this morning. And welcome to everyone in the room and then everyone on the Zoom, and we can wave to the Zoomies if you want. So this year I've been beginning with a John Denver song. And this morning is another John Denver song. And it's one that I feel like we can all kind of relate to. In fact, it is one of the Colorado state songs. He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found the key to every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road, hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, and it won't last for long. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Shadows from the starlight, softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forest and the stream, seeking grace in every step he takes. His sights have turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. Here we go. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, well, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, here we go. It's the Colorado Rocky Mountain High. Well, I've seen it rain and fire in the skies. You know he'd be a poor man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Thank you, and thank John Denver.
Rocky Mountain High. Thank you, Paul. Good morning, everybody. My name is River Marie Hansen, and I get to be your platform assistant today. Thank you for joining us this morning. Look at all of you. Hello, 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 and all you Zoomies. Our musician today, as you know, is Paul Schwotzer, who is a regular visitor here at Unity. And our speaker today is our one and only Christina Allen. Christina was born in Switzerland, where she was raised in an artistic and secular family. She was trained in architecture as her first career. And then in a bold move, she immigrated to Southern Illinois, USA, where she joined a Sufi mystical community in the mid-90s. Her young family then moved to Manitou Springs, USA, in 2004, where she found our spiritual center here. Her passion for metaphysics sparked right here at Unity in the Rockies, and she studied and eventually embraced Unity ontology as the next chapter in her faith development. She found what is hers to do, while volunteering at the bedside of the dying. She pursued a master's degree in spiritual and pastoral care from Iliff School of Theology in Denver, and since 2011, she has worked as chaplain in grief support at a local hospice organization. In the past 2 years, she has been interested in applied neuroplasticity, joining science and metaphysics and confirming that the unity statement, thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. So let's welcome Christina. Going to be able to hear from her in a little bit, but first, you know what we've got? We've got our little announcements. We would like to share our inclusivity statement with you, and that is Unity in the Rockies is an inclusive community. We welcome all people, races, gender identities, and relational orientations. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are always welcome here. And now we're going to recite our mission statement together. We are an inclusive spiritual community where we recognize and express our oneness with our Creator and all creation. All right, so these beautiful flowers today were donated by Carmelita Hirazo in honor of her mother's birthday. You can see a picture of her mom. Let's see, our 2024 Unity Pledge campaign. The pledge forms are due on November 30th. So see the Unity eBlast newsletter, the website donation page, Facebook, and look out for our mailer for our pledge information. And then we have the Colorado Gives campaign. So go to, where do we go for that? The Independent? Okay, so go to Colorado Gives campaign. There was a blank in my notes here. To give a donation to Unity Spiritual Center between now and December 6th. I've seen that around for years and years and years, and this is the first year that Unity's part of that, and we're receiving some donations. Isn't that great? Westside Cares annual holiday Adopt a Family program. Support the family that Unity has adopted this holiday season with your donations to purchase gift cards. The contributions are due by November 30th. Unity's adopted family consists of a single mom, her 4 children ages 5, 8, 13, and 14, a family of 5. You also have the option to adopt a family yourself. See the handouts given to you this morning, the Unity eBlast, or Facebook for more information. Unity Thanksgiving Potluck is scheduled for this coming Thursday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Please see Jackie Berg to sign up to bring a dish. Personally, I'm bringing corn souffle. Sacred Women's Circle full moon drums. We were going to be doing this for the first time on Monday, November 27th from 1:30 to 3 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Heart Drum will be there. Feel free to bring your own drum, and if you need more information, there'll be information in the eBlast, and you can also talk to me about it. The Unity Pastoral Care Ministry. Circles of Care. At the introductory meeting with Dr. David and Reverend Rose is scheduled for December 3rd at noon in the prayer chaplain office. So whether you are in need of support or want to offer support, please join us as we relaunch this powerful ministry and see Reverend Rose for more information. Holiday gift wrap event. Bring your gifts to be wrapped after service on December 3rd and 10th. This is a great fundraiser for Unity. We're wrapping it up for funds. We're wrapping it up for funds. We're wrapping it up for funds. Something like that. And if you want to know where you can get some gifts to be wrapped for funds, there's going to be this little shop in Fellowship Hall called Rivers Twinkling Lights Holiday Gift Shop. The shop will be set up in Fellowship Hall near our gift wrapping table, and the gift items are all the beautiful items left over from our bookstore. All proceeds will go to a super great cause here at Unity. More to come. But you can also bring all your other gifts in to be wrapped. The Unity Advent booklets and 2024 calendars. If you have not picked up a copy of the booklet and calendar, then please see Yolater in the foyer after service. For our Zoomies, please stop by during regular business hours. Good Grief Support Group will be meeting today from noon to 1:30 in the sanctuary. Please join us. And a reminder that you can find out more information on all these activities and more in our weekly Unity eBlast newsletter or on the Unity Facebook page. And please see Yolater if you have not been receiving the newsletter and you want to receive the newsletter. And finally, our final announcement, the most important announcement of all is welcome to the light on the Mesa.
Here we go. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
Good morning. My name is Sylvia Ray. I'm one of your prayer chaplains, and it is my honor to be here to pray with you today. I'm reading from Unity's Daily Word, Sunday, November 19th, 2023. Our word for today is guidance. Divine guidance clears and lights my way. I am divinely guided, moment by moment, breath by breath. With certainty and assurance, I go forth to do what is mine to do, trusting all things are working for good. Even during the most trying times, through my faith, I know all is well, regardless of appearances, just as the sun shines after a storm. In times of uncertainty, I turn within, pray, and enter the silence where I can better discern the still, small voice within me. Then I relax and pay attention to my intuition. I listen deeply to my soul's calling. I am open and receptive to the many ways my guidance manifests. Knowing and claiming my oneness with God, I dare to reach out for my dreams. With unshakable faith, I go forth expecting to receive clear guidance and direction from the Christ within me. Our scripture for today, I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. Psalm 32:8. And I'd like to encourage you today to take advantage of your opportunity to pray with a prayer chaplain individually. After the service, I will be up here in front, and Charlotte will be joining you for personal private prayers in our prayer chaplain chapel at the back of the foyer. Thank you.
This song started out in Ecclesiastes, and then in 1959, Pete Seeger put it to music, and in 1965, the BYRDS Birds made it a big hit. So sing along. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace. A time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose, and a time to every purpose, and a time to every purpose under heaven.
My turn. I am so pleased to be here with you today on this amazing Colorado Day. I hope you're not already high, because you may be after this. I brought some metaphysical show and tell, and I think that Mark will adjust the camera a little bit so we can help you see what's going on here. And of course, if you need to, you can still move a little bit closer. I'm so pleased to be here. And I just want to remind all of you that unity was from its very inception was a healing path. No gasps. In the late 1880s, both Myrtle Fillmore and Charles Fillmore, they ended up being the founders of Unity. They were drawn to the whole New Thought movement because there were so many promises. The New Thought movement got started on a whole different premise and how the spiritual path can bring a whole new aspect of faith development, but also of healing, a whole new way of understanding how creation works or how unity could work and how indeed we are children of God. That was one of these sayings that really got Myrtle Fillmore to launch herself into what got Unity started, which is the statement that as a child of God, I cannot inherit sickness. It doesn't work. It wouldn't work. And so she started on herself a healing practice that maybe after our talk here today, we get to just have a little bit a deeper glimpse of what she was endeavoring, and not only endeavoring, but what she was able to accomplish through an understanding of how our minds work and how our minds are situated within God, mind, unity indeed. It may be a little bit a lot today, but I think we can handle it. And so in unity, we all oftentimes say, as oneness, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe as my life. God, the good, omnipotence. Unity concerns itself with oneness. And so what I'm doing today is a little bit different because I'm going to be talking about parts. And I hope that by talking and getting more in tune with the parts of our mind and our being, that we get to truly appreciate, and hopefully not only appreciate, but come into a new sense of appreciation while healing and stepping into the oneness that we are. So I will talk about this. This is the babushka, if you have, or we call it, they call it matryoshkas, nesting dolls. So this week I will be talking about our human nature, that which makes us human. Then next week I will bring it all together with the understanding of what we call our spiritual existence, all of course set into the oneness that we are. So today we have here our matryoshkas. I'm going to take them apart. We have one, then we have two, and then here we have the baby. Of course, it's not the baby, because if someone is pregnant, there would be a baby in here. But this today, as we are hoping to explore how our minds work, this is going to be the body. Many of you know from the spiritual paths that we're coming from, or the religions that we were taught, that we are having a body. And that very often we also are taught that we have a mind that is inside of that body. And that we have a heart that is also inside of that body. And then we have a soul. And the soul is also inside that body. And when it comes time for us to pass away, that soul will be released with our last breath. And it will go somewhere far away. Maybe it will go to heaven, hopefully. And then, that is where the resting place of the soul will be. And who was taught that in school, in where they grew up? Yes, pretty normal. Mind, heart, soul inside. And so today we're going to see that unity sees that completely different. And it may be a little bit challenging because it is so ingrained to think of, again, you hear it even in the language, the still small voice within. I just heard it in the quotes today. I hear it in the music. It is remarkable how this conception of the soul being inside of the body is still so prevalent. Unity sees that completely different. It sees that we have a body. And this body is actually created by mind, by the idea of having physical life. It's not an organism on its own. It only exists because of mind. Sorry, I have to keep on track here. Why are you laughing? Okay, the human body. How often do we stop to really appreciate that we got this little space suit that allows us to have existence on this planet Earth. It allows us to inhale air and take food for nourishment. It allows us to move. It got you here. It breathes about 22,000 times a day. Its heart, this little heart, your heart, beats about 70 times a minute, over 100,000 times a day. Wow. Just on its own rhythm. Our brain, our human brain, contains an estimated 100 to 500 trillion synapses. We can't even imagine that. We have 5 senses. We can taste the amazing food that we will eat just in a little bit that I'm looking forward to. We can smell, hear, we can see, we can touch. It's amazing to have a human body, right? Yes. It digests, it absorbs, it eliminates. Our body has its being inside of what we call the animal mind. It's not the other way around. We have our being inside of our animal mind. That's how Unity sees it. Our animal mind is also very precious. It actually is responsible to keep us alive. Our animal mind makes sure that the body knows where to go, when to eat, when to sleep, how to rest, how to play. It knows in animal terms how to wag its tail and bark. It knows how to growl. And it is also part of our brain, regulated by fight and flight. It is regulated by very, very instinctual drives. Our animal mind makes sure that our bodies, our little space suits that we are, know how to survive, and then also it will be very strongly active when it knows that it wants to procreate. This is what the animal mind does for us, right? How often do we stop and think, wow, I just know when I'm hungry, and then I'm thinking about what do I want to eat. This, again, we can imagine vibrationally and a higher vibration sitting within this next Matryoshka doll. This is considered our personality. This is what we would call in metaphysics, this is our human mind. Our human mind is so amazing because, man, do we love it. We spend a lot of time living out from this place of our personality mind. It is what oftentimes is called the ego mind. Here, we actually get to do what is ours to do. Here we find expression in the world. Here is where we get to be uniquely us. You're different from you, you have a name, we have hobbies, we do this, we can dance well, we like to sing, we like jazz, oh no, we like that. And this is all of which this personality mind, the human mind, is so good at. Its main purpose, just as the body's main purpose is to be a space suit for us, as our animal mind, its purpose is to keep us alive and to keep us procreating. This mind's purpose is to make sure that we stay safe, that we create security and safety in our life, that we stay comfortable. We would do anything to be comfortable, and of course to be connected. All of those things end up giving such a drive in us to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be heard, to have an important role in life, to be someone who is important. its need is, our personality's need is, of course, to take care of what's inside of it. And its need is to be honored and valued for what it is. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yes. So, this said, I would like to check my papers. I prepared this. This human nature is our vessel. The vessel that we will talk more about next week, which is our spiritual beingness. But the truth is that we can all focus on, we're spiritual beings, and spiritual is so good, and the body just kind of fails us. But the thing is that without the collaboration of these three parts, it would all be for naught. Okay, so this is really, really important. This trio wants to be honored. This is how Myrtle Fillmore healed herself, healed her physical body by honoring it and by loving it. I would like to lead you now in time of meditation. Thank you, Paul, for giving us some sweet background sound. I invite you just land in this space. You are safe. You are comfortable. You are here. I ask you now to take a moment to settle in and to place your feet on the floor. Feel their surface and weight on the ground. I ask you to tune into your body now. Sense how it is upright, breathing, being here for you, to be inhabited by you. Can you take a deep breath? Exhale with a sigh. Take another deep breath in. Drop your shoulders and exhale with another sigh. Can you feel how your head is loosely balancing on your spine? Amazing. And now tune into your midline. And as you sit upright, can you find your axis, your midline? Your heart is beating, your organs are working, your senses are awake and alive. You are alive right now. This is a precious body. It is your soul's spacesuit to live here on earth. It is a vehicle, a container, an instrument. It is dear and valuable, this body. However imperfect of health it may be, can you find appreciation for your body now? Honor your body now. And can you inwardly thank it for carrying you through your life? Let us embrace our animal nature. With its instincts, it always checks for lurking danger, for reward, for pleasure. It thinks it knows best how to navigate our earthly world. It will tell us when to rest, when to play, when to wag our tails. It knows delight and wants more, and it despises pain, and it makes sure we keep going at all costs. Its vital role is for us to survive and to procreate. Let us thank it. And our human mind, it loves to think and ponder, and it loves to worry, calculate, and process events and possibilities. It can chatter incessantly. It compares and plans. It learns, and it wants, and it needs a lot. The human mind, our personality, negotiates our sense of self, our ego. It negotiates your personality. Special. You are different. You are unique. It loves to be seen. It loves to be loved. It loves to belong. And ultimately, its primal and vital role is to make sure that we are sustaining the body as it is, sacred and resilient, absolutely amazing. And together, your body, your animal mind, and your human mind, they enable us to have a human experience. Our thinking space suit, the vehicle and vessel by which we get to co-create what is yours to do, to co-create what is yours to be in your amazing and unique life for as long as we have it. Let us take now a moment and appreciate all that this trio is doing for us. Let us bow to their gifts, their capacities, and let us also bow to their limitations. Can you bring compassion for this delightful and obnoxious trio you inhabit? Can you smile a little? Can you smile a little more? And then can you make it slowly back into this sanctuary as you open your eyes and wiggle your toes, your precious little toes, and take a deep breath and who fell asleep? Did this work? Yes. Did you feel it? Yeah. It's important to feel it. In 1921, which is long after Myrtle self-healed her body, and Charles actually is said to have grown his leg over an inch, Charles Fillmore wrote, "We believe that we live, move, and have our being in God mind. Also, that God mind lives, moves, and has being in us to the extent of our consciousness." My topic today, finally we get to it, is the faith of a mustard seed. This mind. Faith, as we teach it in Unity, is our capability to change our mind. Healing and wholeness starts with a thought. It starts with faith. Okay? We believe that we live, move, and have our being in God mind, and also that God mind lives, moves, and has being in us to the extent of our consciousness, returning to healing, returning to wholeness, as we understand it, is the spiritual path. It includes that we find ways to honor and appreciate every part of our human existence. This is a big invitation. I know many of us, and myself included, we sometimes really focus on how it's not working, how the body should be working better, that it hurts, that this isn't right, and we are not doing this well enough, and we don't have success enough, and all these kinds of things. As you have heard in the introduction, I have been on the spiritual path for quite a while, and I've seen different versions of what is being taught, including how the soul and all that is inside of our body. What very often is being taught, that also we believe, many of us may still have places where we believe that the physical is inferior to the spiritual. Yes, I know it. It's so pervasive. The flesh. Charles Fillmore writes a lot about the flesh. The sinful flesh is lower than the soul. The I personality, this one, is just so much lesser than our spiritual self, our higher self. Oh, we have a lower self and then we have a higher self. The worldly is so dim compared to the light of the divine. Can you see how we create separation, and how in just this little thing part, how many barriers we constantly erect in our minds by the beliefs that we keep, that we have learned, that we don't even remember where they come from. If unity indeed is a healing path, and it is, we can now think again. And that's the invitation of today and next week. Healing, separation in our beliefs requires faith. It requires the faith of a mustard seed. I think I have one. I don't have one. I almost brought mustard seeds. They are amazing. There is a true a parable about the faith of a mustard seed and how it can move mountains. The invitation today for you is by the faith of a mustard seed to start loving yourself. Loving just the way you are. Be okay with yourself. And to get to actually, rather than criticizing and putting down, which I know all of us do a lot, instead of putting the personality in the center of all the universe, to say, thank you, personality, for you give me guidance, to give my body guidance, how to take care of it. Rather than doing the big show out in the world, which I'm doing right now, to say, how can I take care of this sacred being that I am? Flesh. How can I honor it? How can I love it? How can I take care of it? How can I let myself know primarily that I am safe? So we can stop spinning out. This, as we conclude, is it me who do that? Is how I define a living faith. That's the topic of these 3 weeks that I'll be talking. I hope you come back. A living faith does not deny suffering or the challenges of the human condition. A living faith carries us from sheer survival towards a mending of what seems shattered. It carries us towards insight and growth, carries us towards heartfelt wisdom. It carries us to the profound realization that we are spiritual beings, sacred beings, and that life, for as long as we are in it, is holy. Next week I will be speaking about a knowing faith. Our I am nature, and how our soul work is to raise our consciousness. On December 3rd, I'll be back here. We'll do a ritual, a ceremony that commemorates the first of Advent. I hope you can come. And step into your very own version of a living faith. And I end this with a prayer. Written or taken from His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive, to have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. I am going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I'm going to have kind thoughts towards others. I am not going to get angry or think badly about others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can. Thank you for coming today.
This is another song from the 60s. Love is but a song we sing, and fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains sing or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we shall surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, it's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. One more. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now.
Thank you, ushers, for coming forward. There are many ways to give in unity, by person, by check, by website, by text to give. Here it is. But mostly we appreciate also your generosity right here. So we ask you to take in your hands symbolically or in real, and hold it and let us affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Let us bless and live into the abundance that is. Thank you very much. We now would like to bless the children. Please rub your hands together and get some energy flowing. And now we offer blessing for the children of our community and the world. Let's speak together. You are loved, special, and important. We see you and bless the divine beings you are.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love.
Let us end this time together with the prayer of protection. Let us speak together. The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Please stand up and we do this wonderful hold hands with someone, please.
Here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternal.